Baby's Bounty was launched in July of 2008 to address the needs of families with a newborn who didn't have the means to provide the most basic items for them, such as cribs, car seats, clean clothes, hygiene items. When we realized that this was a gap in services, I did a lot of research. I called labor and delivery nurses, shelter managers, Medicaid caseworkers, and asked them if they had clients that were leaving the hospital unprepared to take the baby home. And one nurse told me a story about releasing a baby. And when a baby is released from the hospital, they're in a t-shirt and a diaper and a little beanie hat and wrapped up in a receiving blanket. If you don't bring clothing, if you don't bring more, that's what your baby goes home in. So this father took his shirt off and wrapped the baby in his shirt, and that's how they took the baby home from the hospital. And when I heard this, I thought, we'll do anything to keep our children safe and warm. And if it meant taking the shirt off his back to wrap the baby, that's what he was going to do, and that's what he did, and that's how they got their baby home from the hospital. So it inspired me to collaborate with over 100 agencies to identify families who were struggling with anything from low-wage jobs, underemployment, regaining self-sufficiency after domestic abuse, teen pregnancy, and a lot of other challenges. And when we told these caseworkers what our plan was to give out the baby bundle, they wanted us to start immediately. And in that first month, we helped 20 babies. So now, 8 years later, we help over 700 babies a year, and that averages out to about 60 babies every month. And they get a portable crib, a car seat, a bathtub, hygiene items, towels, washcloths, a bag filled with clothes, bottles, blankets, a front carrier to encourage bonding. And our caseworkers tell us that they bring these bundles to families who are living in very dire circumstances. Many times there's no furniture in the apartment. Moms are sitting on an air mattress on the floor without any support system, and they're trying to regain self-sufficiency after some really catastrophic event in their lives. So these baby bundles really have a big impact on the families in that it empowers the parents to be better parents, to help them take care of their babies, to give them the most basic things: a safe place to sleep, a safe way to travel in the car, clean clothes, a bath. Things that maybe a lot of us take for granted that we didn't have to worry about. So we want these families to know that we care about them and we care about those babies. A healthy baby, a healthy family equals a healthy community. And we're all a part of that. And that's why I started Baby's Bounty.
My name is Maria Laroya. I'm a social worker here in Las Vegas. And I first heard about Baby's Bounty when I became a social worker in 2006. My first client was a new mom, and she was dealing with a few barriers in life and really wanted to start this journey as a new mom with the supplies that she needed, and she was a little down and out. So I did some research, and the first organization that came up was Baby's Bounty. And the process was so easy to be able to get this mom a car seat, a pack and play, essential baby items, and just, new things to help her feel like she can do a good job as a mom. Fast forward 10 years later, I'm still a social worker, and I get a lot of referrals from hospitals, from my nurse case managers, from community partners who need to help their clients. And it's just wonderful to be able to have this relationship with Baby's Bounty and to be able to connect with them whenever I need something to help serve this community, because that's really my role here, is to just help families, individuals, and these new babies that are coming into this world with starting their life with the basic essentials. I'm truly inspired by what Baby's Bounty does, because they provide not only just these essential baby items, they provide education.
On our way up here on a Greyhound bus, somebody went into our luggage and stole all of our savings. she was 2 weeks old. We only had the money in his pocket, maybe about $100. We got a hotel room, but we had nowhere to go, nothing to do, so we started panhandling. From there, some of the security guards told us about Help Us Southern Nevada.
They came and met us and picked us up.
Got us off the streets, and within a week, David here got a job. We moved from there to V Village, where we got even more help, and we found Baby's Bounty. And they helped us get a playpen, so she didn't have to sleep in our room with us anymore. The shower buddy is actually very helpful. I don't have to shower with her anymore. Our favorite thing is our carrier that they gave us, though. We get to carry her everywhere with us, and she's right next to us.
Yeah, Baby's Bounty was very helpful. The most help that I could even imagine, someone giving us.
Darlene, she was very moving. She taught us about SIDS, how to prevent, well, not completely prevent it, but having her sleep on her back. The class was very informative. I do think the toys that you also gave us has helped her. It was her first toy that she ever had that you guys gave us. And it helped her be able to reach out and be able to grab things.
I think just having, Lily here with us, really, being parents, it's not just us anymore, it's her too, so.
Baby's Bounty has always been dedicated to providing essential items to families in need for their newborns. But for the last year, with the gracious donations that have been given to us from our donors and our community partners, we've been able to start implementing a safe sleep class, which not only provides the essential items that the moms need or the families need for their newborns, but it also provides the education behind it. It lets us be able to communicate with the moms and the dads and the grandmas, and to be able to dig deeper into what their needs are. We are able to explore where else we may be able to help them. But we also get to show them with physical interaction on how to use the equipment that we're giving them. What kind of things can be helpful with their babies. We've also been able to expand into speaking on domestic violence and preventing child abuse. And all of this fundamental issues that are there in their lives, that they can be able to move past this and say, I am capable of not only having the items that I need for my newborn, but now I'm able to feel confident, self-assured, and just do all these amazing things. Now they're able to move past that part and go, okay, now what's the next step in the future of where I need to be on my journey?
This program has become such a vital part of the social services program. We work with over 100 agencies that are seeing families in distress, and caseworkers tell us all the time, we don't know how we survived without Baby's Bounty helping us help these clients by providing these most essential items. And in order to sustain our organization and be viable in the community and continue to be able to distribute the things that we do, we need to cover our operating expenses. We write grants, we have baby showers all over the valley, and the community is unbelievably generous. We've aligned ourselves with juvenile manufacturers all over the country. We're part of a national network to buy our cribs and car seats and diapers. We received 25,000 diapers from Huggies last year, so we're getting lots and lots of product. However, we are a business and we need to keep the lights on and we need to pay the rent, and that's why we have fundraisers, to tell the community who we are and what we do and how we do it, and to engage others in our mission and ask them to help support us and help us keep the doors open and help us keep our employees. We'd love to have our employees be full-time. We'd love to be able to help more babies, and we have the product to do it. We just need to be able to be open 5 days a week, to be at the service of the community 5 days a week as needed, because we want these babies to receive their items within 48 hours of their birth. Very often the caseworkers deliver them at the hospital or immediately following their release from the hospital. And in order to do that, that's why we have these fundraisers, and that's why you are all here tonight to help us raise money to support the Baby's Bounty mission. And we thank you.